don't show my face product part very often. I figured I'd go ahead and record this as like a separate video. I'm still working on the eye look, but people ask occasionally how I do this stuff, so I figured I'd record it. It's about the same what I do every time. This is the Wet n Wild yellow corrector. And the funny thing is, I know there's product in this like sponge, but trying to get it to come off onto my face is rather difficult. Which is probably why I do not care for cushion products. Using the Runaway Maybelline Age Rewind in Fair, or the Ivory. It's an ivory. I'm gonna do a boop of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in Fair Warm. A little bit of this stuff goes a hell of a long way. And just to darken it a little bit because it's way too bright, I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics this is that CC Plus stuff in light, and it's way too dark for my face naturally, but the e.l.f. concealer looks a little bit way too bright today, so normally it doesn't look as stark, but well, I'm going to do a little bit more. I do know that the Wet n Wild or the e.l.f. stuff oxidizes, but I don't want to wait an hour for it to change colors. Just trying to blend that around so it doesn't look so bad. All right, I think it's toned down a little bit. I pulled this, this is the Makeup Revolution contour palette. I'm gonna like mix these two shades with the banana shade, like these three right here. That should also help darken it because the powders are all too dark for my skin. This is just a dampen Real Technique sponge to kind of stamp the powder down. Alright, now going into like this shade and this shade, I'm going to mix the two. now using the Aurora palette from ABH. I think I'm gonna mix Luna and Eclipse. I always tap on highlighter first. If you watch, I tap and then I blend. And then going into the BH blush palette, I'm going to grab this shade right here. I do not know how girls do their makeup with their hair down. And then usually once I finish the face, I take my little Stands Out Beauty Sponge and press over everything. Let's see. Brow stuff. I have this like Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 5. I'm going to just try running this through my brows. Okay. And then I'm going to do this Make Beauty in Victoria Plum. It's actually a lip gloss. Alright, so there is the face finished. I am missing a little bit of coverage like in here. And that's from the powder, and I notice that sometimes it does that. The darkness that I have here likes to come peeking back through after I set everything. And I don't quite care for that. So I just take my little sponge and blend back over it in hopes that I can blend out some of the product. Sometimes if you take your finger and like press it warms up the product under your eye, and then it will blend out a little bit better and maybe hide some of the spots that lost coverage. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the product that I'm using. And the CC Plus cream is like very luminous, whereas the e.l.f. concealer is very drying. So having a luminous product and a very drying product on top of each other, maybe they're just fighting on my face. I don't know. So this is the finished face application stuff, and I'm going to go back and do the eyes here in just a minute. But let me know what you guys think. This is basically what I do on a regular. I just do corrector and concealer, blush, bronzer, highlight, lip stuff. And this is usually how I apply all of my base stuff. And as you saw, I didn't put foundation on, and it doesn't look like I need it. So I'm thankful that I have pretty decent skin, and that I know my face is darker than the rest of me. If you look at how pale my neck is and my arms are compared to my face is darker thanks to some crap skincare that I used last year, the year before. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And if you have any questions about, application or anything like that, let me know. I have very high natural cheekbones, so if I do this, it pulls my face so I can see that bone in my face, or sometimes that's why I put bronzing product or contour, as I did today. I did contour, not bronzer. I usually go right up underneath that bone is where I put contour. And then my cheeks start here. So when you smile, see how the apple of my cheek is here? So I usually try and look forward, and I start my blush here, which is about a thumb width away from my nose because I have a very narrow face. I start my blush here and then work back, and I try and stay on the bone. So I do blush from here all the way back, and I blush directly on this bone in my face, and then I highlight above the bone. because of the way that my face is shaped. And I try not to bring my highlighter any closer than here. I start here and go back because I don't want my face to look even more narrow. I try and make it look a little bit more broad, trying to bring the products out a little bit more. So depending on your face shape, depends on where you're going to apply your face products. And I just kind of run the bronzer contour brush over my nose because I have a big nose anyway, so there's nothing I can do to hide it. And I don't worry about doing anything with my forehead because I have a very small forehead and I have all these little baby hairs that grow up here anyways that always give me like a shadow. So I don't worry, like I might run a brush up there, but that's basically all I'm gonna do. And I always try and blush the center of my forehead, my nose, my chin, and then I highlight right above my brow bone. And I've actually, you know, because you've got this front bone and then you can feel where your forehead recedes. That's usually where I put my highlighter, is where my forehead sinks in a little bit. So I figured I better do a close-up. Very neutral looks for me. And it's funny how much deeper set this eye looks with the darkness on the outside like that. This is my deep set eye. So hopefully this is helpful to somebody. And if it is, let me know. I will see you guys in another video very soon. I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic day or night, wherever you are. Bye.